beginning of the semester, the students and I put forth a grading contract, and the students and I spend maybe the first week negotiating it, and the students basically set out a goal at the beginning of the semester and actualize it. You know, this is what we've decided on in negotiations as a class is it takes to get a B, a certain amount of work. And with that comes different ways of showing up. So making sure you only miss a couple of assignments and you're only late a couple of times, and that, you know, you're required to do all the work and you're required to document your labor and really reflect on your labor as a practice, so that the students then start the class with an intention and they know, I reiterate that my job is not to pull the rug out from under you, is to support you in this process. Throughout the grading contract, one of the ways I manage it is I send progress reports to students, I conference with students, I do little short check-ins, I offer office hours to help students come in and talk to me about it. I'm very open about discussing with them at any point in time how they're doing in the class, so that by the second or third week, they get it. They get that the grading contract, as long as they continue to work towards the goals in terms of labor and in terms of showing up to the classroom on time and doing the assignments, that they're gonna make it and they're gonna get the grade. I also reserve time to send warnings to students right up in the beginning as they're missing assignments, like, hey, can we have a chat? You know, like, I don't want you to get behind on the contract stuff. So in the grading contract, it's a much bigger lift than just saying, I'm not gonna grade this one assignment, or I'm gonna offer an alternative type of feedback on this assignment. It's kind of a holistic strategy for the entire classroom ecology, but it transforms the learning experience for students, because now all of a sudden your job as a professor is to offer feedback, you know, and the judgment there is as an audience member, not as somebody who has to put an A or a B on this. And it allows students to take chances and take risks and to fail. And if they fail, we often talk about it in higher ed, how when somebody fails, that's actually where there's a lot of learning there, right? So maybe they write a paper that's not perfect, but they took a chance and they failed. And part of built into this grading contract is a lot of time reflecting. So reflecting on the failures, right? Even a student being able to come out of my classroom and acknowledge a failure and reflecting why it was a failure and deciding what they learned from that failure, that is a huge learning outcome. And I believe that sort of getting rid of some of the grading as judging helps students prosper and grow as learners, which is exactly what we want them to do.